Hey guys and gals, Iansomniak here, back for another episode of Fallout 4. We just retrieved, well, not retrieved, but we kept the Kellogg's brain implant, got it to the lovely Dr. Amari, who was instructed that I go into here and go into Nick's brain, in which the synthetic implant has been installed. So now I'm going to explore the brain of the infamous Mark Kellogg, man who killed my wife and stole my baby. Also, Peter Packer, Pickle, Papa, Pipple, Peppers.
Brainwave migration between the
Peter Pickle, Pickle, Packer, Pickle, Pepper, Pipper, Pepper, Poppers.
It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
What does that mean? Hold on to what? This is my brain. In someone else's brain. How do you hold on to that? I don't even science.
Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working.
Okay.
Although the memories
Cool.
are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
So go that way or that way? Okay, this way.
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Okay, so I'm going to be going through Kellogg's memories. I'll try to catch everything in here, even if it takes a little bit.
Turn down the goddamn radio!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Okay, so me is Kellogg.
People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
Okay.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What you got to say about yourself?
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
The teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Jeez,
Listen
that's
to me,
not
Connie.
nice.
You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I
Ooh.
will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
Her eyes are still moving and it's creeping me out.
Always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There
Oh, I missed
appears to be
talking to
another
the mom.
intact memory
Oh, well.
close to you in temporal sequence. There.
Just that way?
Try that one.
Okay, let's get going. And I don't care where you stand on gun laws, gun control, gun safety, whatever. Giving a gun to a kid who is still in footy pajamas is probably not the smartest of ideas.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like.
Wow.
It's
That's
gonna be fine.
kind of tragic.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
She?
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Wow, so he had a family, just like my character, you know, the wife and the child. So that's what he meant when he was saying if he had that opportunity, he'd like to think that this was how he would act.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs.
Oh.
And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Wow, I wonder who that was. Like, who went and killed... I mean, obviously his wife and child. That's who the voice was referring to, dying like dogs, I would assume. But... wow, it's amazing how Kellogg started out almost exactly like my character. I mean, Sean's not dead, but he's taken.
Mind if we sit down?
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. So, I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Oh,
Well,
I hear you'll
Boston's
take care
pretty
of
far.
problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
I'm learning a whole lot more about Kellogg that I did not need to know about the man who killed my wife, stole my son. Ooh,
I'm glad you decided
Institute
to
synths.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. You still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
We do.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
That's kind of a jerkish way to look at things.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
Well, they've told us a
We're
whole
running out
lot.
of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Ooh, I know this place.
Cryogenic stasis. Suspended.
All computers are still working.
Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Doesn't look like it's changed much in the, 10 years that have passed since when this happened and when I woke the second time. I know how this plays out. What does he think of me?
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I
Yeah, it
understood
was.
that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
You can
They
guarantee.
can take me out. They won't be able to hide from him for long.
I'll be guaranteed.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders.
Oh.
Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends.
So they
Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
had these guys all killed.
This is the one.
That's nasty.
Here.
It's
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never liked to. And
I'm
yeah,
glad you didn't too.
I guess it did remind me of her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Open it.
I don't want to go through this one again. This is not fun.
Is it
They're
over?
both the primary subject, I think.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go.
No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again.
What is it he needed to
I found another
confirm?
intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
So he needed something else, not just...
Is
Oh,
that
Sean.
your son? This appears to be a very recent memory.
Great.
So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's.
The old man.
Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault.
Yeah.
Time
So it's
couldn't
me.
have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end.
Oh, so he had...
tied up.
So that's probably what the scientist was doing, was making sure that I would thaw out a certain amount of time, because no one was there. Yeah.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said new. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Well, that's not going to be fun.
So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea.
So that must have been the renegade they were talking about.
Wow. Some heads are
So
gonna roll
that's
for
that.
this. Capture and return? Just elimination.
Sorry.
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn.
Kellogg, the folder's not even open.
I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
So that was the renegade.
My father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Wait, your father? I'm your father, son. Oh, they must be talking about the old man, maybe? I don't know.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Whoa.
Bye.
Oh.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance.
Yeah.
Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
I'm ready. Get me out. Okay, so I get out from here. Please stand by. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So the old man must have gotten the scientists to set our counter, and that's what he was checking. Or I bet that's what he was checking, so that I would come out later.
Movements, okay? I don't know what
So it was
kind of
planned
science the
that I'd
machine
come
might
after
have.
Kellogg.
No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Fine?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you
And
ready
just
to
the
talk about
brain
there?
damage.
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us, and he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Kind of bad. I don't want to forgive him because I think what he has done is reprehensible. I don't think that's a thing, but I don't know.
I'm not sure, Doctor.
I don't know if there's any right way to feel, either. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
This guy, yeah, Virgil.
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Perfect hiding spot. It is. So,
That's
radiation,
why he's
who would
there.
go there?
To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
Hello, a lot of Radix?
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor.
Oh.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I got superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life intact. And good luck. By the
I'm gonna
way,
grow 10 extra
unplug
arms.
Mr. Valentine first. Remove the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Look alive.
Hmm?
Hey, Piper.
Something you need?
Your thoughts?
You know, you are some kind of dedicated. I wouldn't want to share a beer with Kellogg, let alone a brain.
Is everything all right between...
It's hard to say at the moment. I think I need you to show me you're not just out here for yourself.
Okay.
That was all I had.
Sure.
I need to do good deeds for people.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now.
I'm not here to be a new client for you to accept.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over.
That's somewhat dangerous.
Fine, or I could head back.
We have to head into the glowing sea.
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for.
And I got one of those.
That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Rad-Away you can find from any chem dealer.
Let's take Nick, because his radiation
One heck of a ride so far.
won't affect him that
See
much.
where it takes us.
Sure, go to Sanctuary Hills, Piper. That's actually where I'm going next. To get the suit of power armor. Then venturing into unknown territory. Unknown territory.
Gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy. Glad you could make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
Hancock's making a speech. Huh. He wishes.
All right. We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful
The Institute.
The Institute and their thing.
Yeah.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants.
Well, they're also real
those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. Let's stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor!
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Hancock! Of the people, for the people!
Wow, that
Whoever this
was...
Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
Hey, Cleo.
Sir?
That was a pretty cool speech.
New face walks into my store.
What was that? That was a nasty sound. Hey, it's Piper. What you shooting at, Piper? Oh. Oh, I am... Wow, that was surprising. Gun conscript.
I don't think we're...
Oh, Nick, stop jumping in front of my bullets. Okay, Nick. I think
Someone was expecting trouble.
Yeah, that looks
We're asking.
better. Okay, very nice. So is that mass fusion? That's probably like a gunner hideout or something. Well, anyway, let's check on the map because I need to get my power armor. I think it's at Sanctuary. Yep, Sanctuary. Okay, and here is my suit of power armor. So, well, first, let's start repairing. Exit the station and put this left arm in there. 10 fusion cores. That'll last me quite a while. That looks good. Unfortunately, getting in the suit of armor will have to wait for the next episode because that's all the time I have for now. But don't forget to like and subscribe or leave a comment in the section below. See you next time.